What's up, BookTube? Sandy Golson back here with my 2020 runner-up nonfiction book of the year. And this was a difficult choice because I read a number of quality nonfiction books this year. And again, this is a year, if you've seen some of my other videos, this is a year that you know that I wanted to increase the number of nonfiction books that I was going to read. And so because of that, I was able to find some good ones that I was really excited about reading, some books that I found to be engrossing, books that I read really fast, and books that ranged on a number of different important topics, including books that really focused on self-help, which I think is something that pretty much all of us can use, whether we truly believe that or not. And so my nonfiction runner-up book of the year for the year 2020 is Shook One by Charlemagne the God, one of the co-hosts of the popular radio show, The Breakfast Club. And you can see I've got it kind of tabbed here a little bit, and I highlighted a little bit in this book, not a ton, but I did tab it quite a bit because it was a really moving book for me and a very important book. And so the front cover under the title Shook One, Anxiety Playing Tricks on Me. So Charlemagne the God, New York Times bestselling author of Black Privilege and always provocative co-host of Power 105.1's The Breakfast Club, reveals his blueprint for breaking free from your fears and anxieties. Fear is holding you back. It's time to turn the tables and channel your fears to fuel your success. With raw honesty, Charlemagne presents his own struggles with anxiety, including fear of failure, fear of God, parental paranoia, and fear of just being black in America. Ironically, even after achieving national prominence as a radio personality, Charlemagne still found himself paralyzed by anxiety and distrust. Now, in Shook One, he is working through these problems, many of which he traces back to cultural PTSD, with help from mentors, friends, and therapy. Shook One is also a call to action. Therapy and showing weakness are not always easy subjects, but it's your right to get help if you need it. Now, here's a quote under that description from Charlemagne. I want people to know that they're not alone. We don't have to sit around thinking that we're the only people going through this stuff. Sometimes you have panic attacks, anxiety kicks in, and you feel like a weirdo. Like everybody else in the room is strong and you're weak. But 9 times out of 10, there's mad other people in the room going through way worse anxiety than you. So, dealing with issues related to anxiety is something that more of us are going through than probably want to admit. And many of us are really looking for ways to deal with this. And so, in addition to Charlemagne telling you his story, there are sections of the book that really give you strategies for how to cope with your anxiety, how to work through your fears, and how to become the best version of you, taking steps, getting past these anxieties and fears to become the best version of yourself that you can become. And that's one of the reasons that this book is so important. So I had been thinking about picking this up. I saw his other book, Black Privilege, and I'd been tempted to pick it up, but I never did. But then when I saw this book come out after that, and I started to read a little bit more about it, I thought, you know what? This is a book that I definitely want to read. And I cannot tell you how happy I am that I did read Shook One by Charlemagne the God.